right, we back at it. We're back at it. All right, let me get myself together. See what's going on here. Oh, well, first thing, I need to get this link. There it is. All right, awesome. What's happening to you? What's up, Hassan? Yeah. All right, let me go over here. Let me throw the link out there real quick. All right, that's one. And here's another one. Okay. All right, cool. And I'm also throw it out there on my timeline. Yeah. We moving. All right, boom. We good to go. All right, what's happening? What is happening? Let me get to my charts. And let me see who's in the chat. Oh, I got to remember that that's Damon. Okay. So T-Maz is Damon. All right. What's happening, Dimitri? What's up, Sal? What's up, Jay Carly? What's happening, Damien? Dimitri said, reflecting on life to conquer the market. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. All right, so take a look at these charts now, see what's going on. Oh, see, you're going straight into the nuggets, huh? Hassan said, don't wish for it, work for it. Amen. And I'm ready today in case y'all want to go to church. I got y'all. Don't mess around with me today. Y'all go to church. We're gonna go to church for real. Gonna go to church. Take you out of church. Take you out of church. Let me stop. Let me stop. Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. The sign says sometimes God isolates us to elevate us. Let's go. Let's go. Jay Carly, what's that? The cloud macchiato. Where's that from? Starbucks? I'm funny with the coffee because I go through phases. Like right now, I'm in the macchiato phase for some reason. The only time I do Starbucks is when I do it on Fridays for the recap. That's when I've been doing Starbucks as of late. But is that something new that they have? That's when I've been doing Starbucks as of late. What is that? Hold up. Oh, I gotta mute that. Okay. She said it's amazing. Okay. Yes, definitely positive energy all throughout. Oh, they got some new cloud macchiato. Okay. So like what flavor is it though? What's the cloud? Is it caramel? Damon said, Joshua put a good example on the chat of the importance of waiting for Mark's rule. An example of the importance of waiting. I'm hoping he didn't take a trade and lose. Is that's not what he did, is it? Or is he showing a prior example? Let me look at it. Let me see what he did. Sometimes this don't open up. It's not showing me. Yeah, now let me see it. The only thing I see 3,500 in this balance, but then it's not playing. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold up. Sometimes I have to download it and then open it. So let me do it that way. All right, now I got it. All right, let me see what he did. $32, 755, 56, 58, back tick. Okay. Well, he didn't take this trade, so I'm glad that he didn't take the trade, because if he's waiting to see if it's Mark's rule, then you know we can't take that trade. Aha. Aha. Yes. Now I understand the importance of waiting for Mark's rule. Whew. Man, listen. You talk about all or none. Yeah, I'm coming back to the comments now. Say quoted to show how the parameters work to keep you out of thirsty trades. Yes. It was the 220 just now that reversed. That was just now? Wow. That was at 220? That's crazy. I'm gonna try, J. Corley. I'll probably try that Friday. Okay, got you. He just put up the recording of what can happen when you're thirsty. Oh, Joshua's on here. What's up, Joshua? Thirst trap. That's an understatement. That right there was, whew, death trap. For real, for real. Right. Yeah, and you had, and even in that example, the parameters even kept you out of that one. Even if you were thirsty, if you were adhering to the parameters, you wouldn't have taken that trade. You would not have taken. Exactly. Nick said that binary caught the 95% of people. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it was small, but it was there. Right. If you was thirsty, you would have overlooked everything anyway. You just would have took it. You was down pricing, and you would have been all excited, and you would have caught it. You'd have caught that wrath. Right. Exactly. Damon said he remembers me saying that the pricing is too good when it's far away like that. It's gonna catch you. That's definitely a trap, without a doubt. Yep. Right. Right. Jay Carly said if you was doing the OPE, you would have already known because you would have seen that there wasn't stability present. Obviously, if you were doing that. Yeah, we got powerful tools to use. So, depending on where you are in your phase of training and where you are just in general on your journey, there's a lot of information that the market is always giving to you. And we got the tools to dissect the information. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have the tools to interpret the language that the market is really speaking. Because the market speaks a language. Most people don't speak market. Most people speak thirsty. They like, I have a cash settlement and I need cash now. Whatever that thing is. They like J.G. Wentworth. They want cash now. Exactly. Yep, this is Rosetta Stone. J. Carl said our toolbox full as hell, holding it closed with the rope. Right, we got it. We got nails in it. Nails in that box. So I probably don't even need to ask, but it doesn't look like there's been MRMH probably at all. Earlier when I was on, the market was hinting at wanting to give us a nice environment, but it didn't. When I was on, it did not give it up. So I didn't even go past phase one. I just stayed right there because it was just too much going on. It was too much acceleration. Damon said, is there a day that you've seen the market do something that you weren't prepared for at all? Every day. I'm not prepared in the sense of knowing what the market is going to do. I never know what the market is going to do. What it is that we're doing is we're just observing what the market is doing. And I know what you're asking, but the answer to that is no. I've never seen the market do something that put me in a vulnerable position because I didn't have myself in a vulnerable position in the first place. So I'm kind of like, I'm trying to answer that in a way where you understand what I'm getting at. The market is always doing unpredictable stuff all the time. Like, you never know what it's going to do, but you don't have to know what it's going to do. You more so have to be aware of the environment that it is in. When the market gives an environment that it is going to be in, the market has a tendency to persist. Like, so whatever it's doing at the time, it will do for a period of time. So the way that we're dissecting the information that we receive from the market is we're always looking. Because we're always watching, it allows us to always be on top of what the behavior is in the market at the time. So it's kind of like the market can't really get nothing past us, because since we know what the market's behavior is, we don't have to wonder about what it's going to do. We know what is going to equal profits for us. So even if we are not aware of what the market is currently doing, if you don't know what the market is currently doing, you really have no business doing anything in the market anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's never a time when we're going to put ourselves in position to be exposed to the wrath of the market when we follow our protocol and follow what we're trained to do. Now, when folk veer off the beaten path and decide to do something else, that's when they experience that what you're talking about, where the market just does something crazy out of nowhere and you wasn't expecting that because you were going off of what you thought the market was doing or was going to do. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like making an assumption versus being educated and reacting to what the market is presenting. Those are two totally different things. We don't have the need to make assumptions because we can just look at the market and interpret what it's doing, and we know what's going on, and then we act accordingly. And that's hard. That's hard body right there. Exactly. Damon said, I understand. You can never predict. You just listen to what it's saying. Exactly right. Joshua said he'd been watching since 10. Market has been telling us it's a keep your money day so far. And that's a good day. You know what I'm saying? That's a good day right there. Anytime we keeping our money, that's a beautiful day right there. Jay Carley said there's been a few valid entries, nothing like what we wait for. Our job is to interpret what it's doing, not predict what it will do. Bow. Yep, Jay Carley's on it as usual. I'm very happy with what I'm seeing in the group, because it took quite some time, like, for a lot of just people individually to deal with certain things that they needed to work on the most. You know, it varies, and it depends on the individual really to determine what they need to work on the most, and then to actually do that, like to actually put the work in to get themselves to the position that they need to get to so that they can elevate to the next step. You know, it's not easy to do that. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, and it takes determination and persistence for you to stick it out and not do anything while going through your learning process. So what ends up happening is the majority of people do a bunch of shit while they're going through their learning process. And the things that they're doing, if the individual is smart enough and wise enough to know that that's what it is, those mistakes that they make end up becoming teachers, like things that you're learning from, instead of things that can stop you. Your mistakes can't stop you. Your mistakes are there because there's clearly something that you need to work on in order to elevate so that you don't repeat that behavior. You understand what I'm saying? So when you make mistakes, like, it's okay that you made a mistake. That's not what the problem is. The problem becomes when you didn't know that you made a mistake and you thought that you were doing what you were supposed to be doing, and it's not. That's a problem. So it's kind of like somebody sabotaging themselves, but they think that they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Those two things don't connect. There's a disconnect there. And until the person realizes that, oh, wait, hold up. You know what? I'm not even supposed to be doing this. No wonder I keep getting thrashed. You know, like when it actually hits them, it's like, well, aha. This is actually not even part of the skill set that I'm learning. This ain't even it. You know what I mean? So it's like an awakening. And for some, it takes a lot of pain to get to that point where they stop and look. For others, all it takes is 1 or 2 times. You get smashed once or twice and you be like, yo, I'm definitely not ready to do this yet. Like I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this yet. So let me chill. Let me get back into training and really take it serious this time, this go round, so that I really absorb and I do what I'm supposed to do as far as learning and getting the information that I need. That's why the training is so repetitive, because, you know, you literally have to go over the same thing so many times that it becomes part of your activity. It becomes a part of what you begin to do. And now when it becomes a part of you, now you don't have to put as much effort into trying to figure out where you have the weakness, because you're just constantly building strength. It's just like doing reps. Like when you do reps is better than doing heavy weights. Your muscles are going to respond better to the repetition versus you trying to break your muscles and rip them apart and get buff. You can get buff, but for you to get buff the way that you really want to, where it happens naturally and you don't damage yourself, it's the repetition, it's the reps. The reps. That's why when people get chiseled in the gym, they do that from reps. They're not lifting heavy weights. They lifting lighter weights and doing more reps of lighter weights. It's the repetition. That's how you get there, and you get there without damaging your muscles. So it's like the same principle with what we're doing. It's the repetition of the training that gets you to where you need to be, so that you don't have to do stuff in the interim to deviate and experience pain. It's good stuff. I like that. Look at what Damon said. He said, you don't earn while you learn, you earn after you learn. Whoa. That's hard right there. Ben said, when someone wins while using loose parameters is awful. Yes, it is. Because you know what that leads up to. When you start winning doing something crazy that you know you ain't got no business doing, for some strange reason, you think that you'll continue to do that. For some strange reason, you think you're going to just be able to do that over and over again. Come on, man. Come on. So you'll do it until it don't happen more. And then when it doesn't happen anymore, the first thing that your mind does is it gets on the defensive. So you feel like, well, it's something wrong with what I'm learning because it was working when I was doing it over here. It's obvious that if it only works at a certain time, either you're curve fitting what you are learning, or you're deviating completely from what you're learning and you're just doing a whole bunch of other shit. It's one of those two. Either way, when you run into the brick wall, you run into the wall and you running. So you go, bow. Like you don't just tap the wall, you hit the wall. That's the market reminding you, there's a brick wall right here. You don't see this wall? You better slow your ass down. Nope, you still speeding. Bow. You run straight head first into the wall and just bust your whole head open. And the reason that you busting your head open is because you didn't have your head on straight to begin with. Now check this out. What do I mean by that? You was already doing craziness. You was doing too much stuff in your account. You know, you increasing your contract size, you doubling up your contract, like you just doing all type of stuff that you have no business doing. Eventually that catches up to you. We had this discussion back when I was doing not this challenge, the challenge, the last challenge, it was the challenge before that one. Or was it the last challenge? One of them challenges, whichever one it was, where I was talking about, oh, it was the one before the last one, because it was the one when I was doing the At the Money at the time. And I was trying to convince, well, not even really convince everyone, but I was trying to show everyone that At the Money is not what you think it is. One, and if you're going to wild out for a short period of time so that at least you can benefit from the fact that you was wilding out and you didn't get smacked during the process of wilding out. If you were able to wild out long enough to not get smacked, you need to stop. Like, just stop. Just wait. Stop. Relax. Breathe. Wait. Just hold it. That way you can at least now utilize whatever you did. You know, you might have got your account up from 100 to 1,000, 100 to 1,500, whatever it was. Before you give it all back, just relax. And now put that money that you did build up to good use by doing it properly. Like, that was the whole discussion from back when I was doing that challenge. You know what I mean? So it's really just about never allowing yourself to get too far beside yourself. Like, you're going to go through whatever you go through. Everybody does. That's not the question. The question is, how long you're going to do it? And do you know that you're doing it? And when you realize that you are doing it, are you going to stop? Or are you going to continue to do it? So that's a lot. That's a lot of self-examination to do. But it's a very necessary self-examination that you have to make. Because that's going to be, like, just like we were talking about earlier. If this is going to be your business, you need to treat it as such. Don't treat it like it's a casino. Don't treat it like it's just something that you could just, fling and just do willy-nilly however you feel like doing. Don't do that. Treat it like it's a business. That means you need to just slow your ass down, relax, and actually start doing things as if you're running a business. If you're running a business, you got overhead to pay. You got expenses that you have to pay. So that means you got to show up. When you're at work, you got to make sure that you're there to actually run the business. You got to deal with your customers properly. You got to make sure that you got inventory and product to sell. You got to make sure that the product is right. It's all of these different nuances that go into you running that business successfully. Why would it be any different for you now when it comes to trading? Just because it's trading? You see what I'm saying? You got to treat it with the same respect. You have to treat it with the same discipline. Just like if you put your money into your business, you're not going to act crazy because you got blood in the game. So it's the same thing with trading. But, don't look at it like, oh, well, it's trading, and blah, blah, blah. Nah. If this is your business, you need to actually treat it as such. The only way that it's going to pay you like a business is if you actually put the work to build it up and you conduct yourself as if it is your business. So that means that you got to take everything seriously. All of your training, everything that you're being taught to do, how you're being taught to work on your patience and your discipline. All of that is real. That's not just conversation that we have every day. You literally have to work on being patient and waiting. Wait for the market. Oh, but the market didn't give up no trades today. All right, so what? Who cares? Care less. Care less about what the market did or did not do. Care more about, did you do your job? Were you waiting today? Did you get impatient and do something crazy, or did you relax and just let it be? Self-examination. And I'm telling you, when you do that and you learn how to condition yourself to always be in that mindset, you're always going to have success all the time. It's just going to be success. Because success means no trade, no loss. As well as you do trade, you win. It's both. It doesn't just mean win, 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 money, money, money. It means no losing plus money, money, money. I get money, money, money when the market gives me money, money, money. When the market ain't giving me money, 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 it's no losing. Those should be your only two options. Those should be your only two choices. Anything less is uncivilized. Yes, exactly. Ben said, dangerous ground. Patience, patience. Damon says, smack yourself before the market smacks you. Yep. Sell said, without the money, you only have a 50% chance of winning the trade. Yes. Even less. It's really even less. What increases your chances of even winning that is your market ability, like the way that you're able to interpret the behavior in the market, because you can't even get a one-to-one position with at the money unless you just are good. Like, you got to be good at understanding what the hell you looking at when you're looking at the market. How you going to get pricing where it's equal to what you're risking? Like, I didn't even go into detail talking about at the money. Just even to have that conversation is crazy because it'll blow your mind. You just be like, yo, you know what? Forget it. I'm good. I don't need at the money. That's where you'll end up at. Trust me. That's where I ended up at. I was like, I can't teach this. I can't teach you this. And not only that, you don't need it. So why am I going to take you away from what is already going to ensure that you're going to win and be successful? I'm going to pull you from that just for the sake of teaching you something else? Nah, that would be retarded on my part. And I'm not retarded. So that's why I was like, nope. People kept asking me, are you going to do at the money? Nope. Oh, that's my song. I forgot about him. Hold up. You know I gotta find that now. Thank you, Joshua. Joshua's one of my music connects. Maybe if I play the instrumental, they won't kick me off. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, my man Lupe Fiasco. what's over here with audio? Something is over here that got audio. What is that? Oh, that's the screen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me stop before they kick me off. Yes, kick push. That's right. Relax. You gotta relax, man. All day. That's in the zone right there. Damon, what you were looking at? This one, the 3271. It looked like it ain't there though. Looked like it was close, but it's not quite there. Unless I'm wrong. Did you have what did you see on that one? Yeah, representing that 1st or 15th. Yeah, that was his label, right? I think that was his music label. Sell says stick with what's working. 100%. 100%. It's like changing a recipe. Doesn't that get you upset? You ever have something that is so good, like food, you find something that's mad good, and you can depend on that meal, and then they want to change the recipe. Like, why are you changing the recipe? Oh, okay. 1st or 15th is where he grew up. Got you. That is true. And they definitely did change the recipe. They want to talk about all the spices and herbs. Nah, y'all switched it up. Y'all think we don't know? You can taste the difference. Popeyes changed their biscuits. The Popeyes biscuits don't taste like they used to taste. Come on, man. I remember when Popeyes biscuits used to taste like how Church's biscuit. Remember Church's fried chicken? Church's biscuits used to taste like how Popeyes biscuits used to taste. Now Popeyes biscuits, they hard. They be overcooked. Come on, man. And y'all think we don't know. But I do eat Popeyes chicken still, though. I ain't gonna front. I had some yesterday. Yes, they will. Right, they dry as hell. You said the biscuits will make you choke without something to drink. Use it as a hockey puck. That is funny. Stacy says she got a story about Popeyes. Mo said Popeyes is for the players. Oh, that is funny. That is hilarious. Damon said that's why I have OnStar in my Chevy. I choked on one of the biscuits. Oh, he got the OnStar button in case he choked. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Yo, stupid. Now you're gonna have me think about that all day. This dude got me crying right now. Oh my goodness. What's up, Campbell? Stacy said, no matter where you are, they all taste the same, but I have a cousin who says something different. Really? Who? So where would they have the best Popeyes biscuits? In what state? I know where it ain't. It ain't in New York. And you know what's funny? Because I'm trying to think back now. I'm like, well, when did Popeyes really get commercialized? Because there was a time, and I had to be like, I was either in my late teens, like 17, 18, or maybe around 20. I think I was even younger. I was probably like 16, 17, 18. They only had one Popeyes in New York, period. There was one Popeyes location in New York City. It was all the way in Manhattan, like down on either 14th or down it was either 14th or 34th Street. I forget. It was one or the other. But I remember because we used to travel to go get Popeyes. And I used to love to get the mashed potatoes, biscuits, and the chicken wasn't as good as it is now, actually. Their chicken used to not be as good as it is now. But now the biscuits fell off. And the mashed potato fell off. So I'm like, yeah, they switched up. It's like as soon as they went commercial, when they started franchising, it just switched up and it changed. Yeah, see, Damon got the year 2009. Right. So okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. What's up, Latasha? She said, "Oh, they're instant potatoes looking like milk because they didn't stir it up." Oh my goodness, you're going in on Popeyes right now. That's crazy. Damon said, "I prefer Louisiana." And was it always like recipe from New Orleans? Is that what it always was? Because I remember when Popeyes had Popeye on it. Like Popeye, the Sailor Man, was on the logo. That's how far back I go with Popeyes. It was Popeye on the logo. I'm like, am I the only one that remembers that? I feel mad old. Okay, yeah, it was, right? Yeah, Church's was bigger. Church's was official. That was the spot. Like, you go to Church's Chicken and you can rely on the chicken. I remember Church's used to have fried okra. And I hate okra. But I used to eat their fried okra. Their fried okra used to be banging. They had all of that. And then just over time, like they just I don't understand why they always get rid of what everybody loves. Like, why? Yeah, I'm like that too, man. The hole in the wall spots. Yep. Like even Kennedy Fried Chicken now is they franchising. Kennedy used to kind of be reliable too. Now, no. It's like, no, man. Anytime y'all start franchising and y'all try to get bigger, that's when y'all fall off. Every time. Joshua said, Jesus said, thou shalt loveth friend okra. Mo said, with the big drum on the wing. Yes, exactly. Okay. I see what you said, Damon. Stacy said, best fried chicken is at the house. True. To be honest, I think my mother probably makes the best fried chicken. Like, and I'm not just saying that. I never seen somebody make fried chicken and it comes out. First of all, the color is always gold. And it is always crispy on the outside, but not like crispy, like too crispy. It's just the right amount of crisp. And then when that thing come out that grease, like it's all over. It's all over. And she does it the same way every time. Like it never tastes different. Never tastes different. Campbell said Kennedy's still good in the hood. It depends on, and that's another thing too. It depends on which one you go to. Like, cause I've been to different Kennedy spots, and depending on where you go, sometimes the chicken is right. Sometimes the chicken tastes like it was in some old grease. You know what I'm saying? It depends on, I guess, who's there that day and what the location is. Cause I've had good experiences and I've had terrible ones. But Kennedy is they franchising out bigger now too. Anytime they get a new logo, they franchising. Like that I begin to realize that that's what happens. Anytime they get a brand new logo, they starting to franchise and they trying to expand. Golden Crust is doing it. Kennedy doing it. Now in New York, there's a new spot. There's a spot called Texas Fried Chicken. I think it's called Texas Fried Chicken. They like all over Brooklyn. We funny. How we start talking about chicken? I don't even know how we got here. Yeah, that's what I agree with that. Damon said, don't get too big. Keep the recipe in-house if you're running the kitchen. I agree. That's how you keep the quality and the integrity, I believe, of your recipe. Because anytime they go corporate, they always want to do something because they trying to save money somewhere. Joshua said Popeyes deviated from good taste and parameters. I ain't messing with y'all. Campbell said you can get Kenny on Uber Eats. Yeah, you can get McDonald's on Uber Eats. I found out. They got everything on Uber Eats. It's funny, I've never used Uber Eats, not once. Not once. I don't even have Uber, I don't think. Do I have Uber on my phone? I don't have Uber yet. My wife has Uber though. She used it a few times. And my son, he uses Uber all the time. Because he in college. And he don't know how to drive. So this dude is always on using the Uber app. That 305, how was that one looking? I didn't see what it did. But I do think that I like the behavior I'm starting to see. We're going to keep an eye on that. That's how I feel too, Stacy. It's like McDonald's is already nasty food though. Like if you don't eat it as soon as it comes, like immediately, like you can't take that home and warm it up. It tastes disgusting. It already tastes nasty. It's already nasty. There's some people eat McDonald's every day. Mo said it never goes bad though. No, it don't. It don't get no mold or nothing on it, right? Yeah, I'm talking all that shit, and here I am. I got McDonald's right here. But this is coffee though. So I ain't gonna front. McDonald's got good coffee. I give it up to them. They did a good job with the coffee. And I think that they knew. They was like, yo, we're going to have to compete with Dunkin' and all of these other dudes, Starbucks and all of them. McDonald's is interesting too, because you know anything that they sell, you remember there was a time when they used to sell chicken? Like McDonald's had sold chicken for a little while. And during that time, they literally sold more chicken than KFC. And it's like, yo, that's crazy. But it has so much to do with the distribution. There's way more McDonald's. So collectively, they selling more of whatever they selling than everybody. Like, I know that they sell more coffee than Dunkin' Donuts. They got more locations. That's crazy, right? GMO all in the food, even the workers are GMO. I know, right? They should be acting like it. I found one thing I do like about McDonald's is that they hire young people. But I still don't know about that because, like, I'm not sure what that really means. Because I like the fact that you hire young people, but what happens when the young people that have been working there become old? Like, where do they go? Like, when you look at McDonald's, you might see one or two older people. There's one lady that I know. Matter of fact, speaking of young and old, she been working at McDonald's for 20 years, but she's not even like a full-time kind of, like, she's not full-time. She just works whatever schedule is available at the time. So she kind of like in the same position as somebody brand new that comes into McDonald's. Like, she doesn't really have, she has seniority as far as time, but I'm like, well, what does it mean? Like, where's the value in your time? Do you have any kind of benefit? Like, have you really got, like, received any type of long-term benefit for being there that long? And I don't think it's that type of job anymore. Like, I don't know if it ever was, but all I know was that their turnover is crazy. Like, you always see new kids working there, and they be mad young. I saw a girl the other day. She couldn't have been no older than 16. She had to be like 16. I'm like, damn, they hiring that young? So it's good, but at the same time, it's like that. I don't know. I don't know about that, like, as a career. Because I know that there are people that look forward to becoming the manager at McDonald's. So what does that mean, though? So they should invest in stocks and shares with the company. Yeah, like, I wonder if they even have that in-house. Like, do they even offer that to them as employees? And I'm just curious. I mean, I don't care like that, but I'm just curious because there's such a big company. Like, McDonald's is huge. They've always been big, and they still big as hell. Ooh, Edmund took it back. I remember that too. Latasha said you get struck and watch people pass you by. Promotions. Okay, got you. She said probably not for part-time employees. Okay. So it seemed like they probably hire more part-time people than anything. Because I very rarely see anybody that's like there every day. Like I said, the lady I'm talking about, she's been there for like 20 years. And she's been there 20 years and she's not a manager. Like, I didn't understand that. I'm like, you've been here mad long. You was here when I was little. Well, no, I wasn't little. I was like, how old was I? I was about 20. I was like 19, 20. Should, they should. If not, they should still invest as an independent investor. Right, just buying the stock. Got you. Stacy says some managers make 80,000. Damon said they would have to give them full-time benefits, and that's why they don't let them hit that 40 hours. Aha. They sneaky. They sneaky. All right, Mickey D, y'all sneaky, huh? There was a time where they used to have commercials for jobs. I don't see that no more. And didn't they recently have raised the minimum wage, right? Minimum wage is what, $10 an hour now? I'm like, it took you like 30 years to have minimum wage at $10. $10. That's totally ridiculous. But that's how capitalism is, though. That was another reason I wanted to get out the workforce. Like, I had wanted to get out of the workforce when I was mad young. Word up. Like, I was burnt out. By the time I was 25, 26, I literally was burnt out from working. Because I had been working since I was 14. So that's what, 12 years? 14 to 26? Yeah, that's like 12 years. So it only took me 12 years to get burnt out. I was done. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this, bro. Can't do it. Figure out some other shit to do. Cannot do this forever. Josh said she's trying to get that golden watch. They give you a gold watch at McDonald's? All right, Mo. He said a golden colored watch out the bubblegum machine. Cable said no paid holidays. That's crazy. Wow. Plus they're getting AI to take orders inside and removing lots of jobs. Absolutely. Absolutely. They definitely did that. When I first saw that, I was like, damn. I remember the first one that I saw, the first kiosk that I saw was, it was at a location that they have in Washington Heights in Manhattan. It's like Upper Manhattan on 200 and, what street is that? 204th Street, 204th and Broadway. They got a McDonald's there. And I'm looking inside. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that big machine? Looked like an ATM just in the middle of the floor. And it was the first kiosk. And I went inside. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, damn. You could do everything. Like, you place your order. You could fix your coffee how you want it. You can fix your whatever you ordering however you want it. Boom, 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 boom on the machine. What is very interesting, though, is that even with the machines, people still wait online. That is crazy. That is crazy to me. Even with the machines, people literally still wait on a long line because they don't want to deal with the machine. It's like, whoa. It's like, what's that? So it's very interesting. It's an interesting dynamic. Tosh said workplace politics. Right. Edmund said that's like 10 jobs right there in one location. And then now what they do is they'll have an employee at the kiosk and they're telling them to pull people off of the line and take the order for them and place the order in the kiosk. So like if say I'm standing here online, the kiosk is over here. They got somebody standing there. Oh, sir, would you like to place your order? I can place your order for you here. So then I go over to him, tell him what I want, and he types it in. The employee is typing in my order into the machine. And it's like, wow. So they kind of trying to force the habit of you doing that. They want you to use the machine. You know what I'm saying? And they're using the employee to help you, to help the machine to replace them. Yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Joshua says supposedly within the next 10 years, AI will replace up to 50% of the workforce. Having a productive skill will be vital in the very near future. I concur. He ain't lying about that one. For real, for real. That's why people, you know, I mean, you better stop playing, man. You got this opportunity to get this skill and learn about this market. Let's go. All right, Stacy. I'll see you in training. Yep. It is not a game. I'm watching this 32.75. Take a look at this real here. We're going to watch this. See what this does. See if this sets up. No, no, no. Hell no. Hell to the no, no. No, no. No, he's saying hell to the no, no. Is it hell to the no, no? Or hell to the no, no? One or the other. Now I got to play it. I got to hear that just because I did that. Hell to the no. That's my man's in them. Bishop Bullwinkle. Come on, Bishop. Let's go.
Yeah. Listen, let it go, let it go. My name Bishop Bullwinkle. I got the first church, nothing but the truth. What you say? Deacon Kyle, Deacon George, Deacon Clay. Open up the door and turn them loose.
Yeah, I know this. I know that you heard this before. If you haven't heard this, this is hilarious. Hilarious. I'm gonna let him get to my part. Let me see if he did. Hold up. There you go. Here you go.
Hell no.
Hell no.
To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no.
Come on, man. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, that cracks me up. Damon said my homeboy tried to hook me up with his date's friend. I said it loud. Hell to the no. Right, you got to clip that. You clip that right there. Just walk around with it in your phone. And anytime somebody say something crazy, you just play that. Just play it. Be like, listen, I got something to tell you. And let them have it. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Trend Trader, what's good? What's up, Damien? This is like comedy out right there. It's crazy. Yes, exactly. When you hit a back tick. That is funny. I gotta get this. Think this internet is about had it. Let me see if I can switch them. Let me switch them real quick. All right. All right, that should do it. Oh gosh. All right. Who is that? Is it me or do you? Is it? It's like mad porn on Facebook. They always sending you friend requests. I'm like, first of all, anytime I see a friend request from somebody and all their friends are dudes, I instantly know that that's porn. Like, get out of here. Why? Why? I'm like, why me? Why are you selecting me for that, please? Why? I'm not just be talking about just all type of random stuff. Yeah, yeah, it hasn't really happened too much for me on Instagram, and I hope it don't start. I really do, because it's terrible on Facebook. Like every day, I get at least 10 of those, and I hit delete requests and then hit spam and all of that. I'm like, all right, I'm hitting spam. Facebook, your filter, it obviously don't work because they keep sending requests. Oh yeah, so those are real people, or is it like a program or something? I'm like, it can't be nobody real. On Twitter too? Ugh. Wow. Yeah, I think that's terrible, man. I think that's terrible. And they try every angle. Like it be all type of different looking girls. I'm like, really? Like, just sometimes I look at them, I'll be like, why? Like, really? That's crazy. They are okay, so they're bots. Now see, now that makes more sense to me. Cause I'm like, if somebody's behind, I'm like, who picked this picture? Some of the pictures I be looking, I'm like, who picked that one? Like no, you don't need to recruit that one. Joshua said, I bet they're real people, 400 pounds in Granny's basement trying to catfish. Yeah, you think that's what it is? That's terrible. That's terrible. Now I kind of feel bad. Now I feel a little bad for them. But I mean, don't they got online dating stuff now like that you could do, right? You gotta forgive me. I'm not really up on that type of stuff. But don't they have like all type of online dating services? Like all kind. Like I know it's not me. I seen all types. I'm like, go through that. What is it? Something Match. Matter of fact, one is Match.com, ain't it? Match.com. I've heard of. There's another one that's kind of ringing. That's like I heard commercials or seen it somewhere. But anyway, yeah, it just seems like it's a lot of. You got mad options. Like regardless of how you look, they can match you up with somebody. If you a big girl, they'll find you a big boy. Right, that's exactly. Yo, that's crazy that you say that because I forgot where me and my wife were. We were at a birthday party, right? You know how you start meeting people and you introducing yourself and everybody starts to talk and the commingle or whatever. Everybody kind of getting to know everybody. So we conversing and I always ask couples like, where did they meet? So I always tell, you know, where me and my wife met. We met back in the day. Believe it or not, we met in a club and this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's a nice little story and it's funny. I'm hearing people telling me where they met. They're like, oh, yeah, we met on such and such.com. I'm like, I just be looking at them like, what? And it don't be one person. It'd be like 3, 4 couples that met on a site. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, maybe I need to get out more because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't know it was like that. I did not know it was like that. That's crazy to me. Right. Thank you. Tinder. That was the other one that I was thinking about. What? He said Craigslist. Yo, people meeting on Craigslist? Nah, man, nah. Come on, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I'm like, what happened to actually like going out? You know, you go somewhere to eat. You have a drink maybe, and there's someone there and you just talk. I guess that's done, huh? Wow. No more meeting somebody at the beach. Now I feel mad old. Okay, Cupid. What's that? That's a site too? That's crazy. He said you get it for cheap on Craigslist. Right. Right, because like Craigslist is free for the most part, right? Ah, okay. That kind of, now all right. So that's starting to make a little bit more sense to me now. Edmund said folks can't handle rejection anymore. I guess not. People be scared of people. But damn, I didn't know it was like that though. Like people really be meeting online. I'm like, yeah, we've been together 3 years. We met on such and such.com. And I, like, me and my wife, I'm just looking at her like we don't got nothing in common with none of these people. It's crazy, man. Crazy. That is something else. I still got my eye on this market too. It ain't doing nothing yet. I'm still looking. Damon said Ashley Madison married people meet other married people to get together. Now it's banned. Oh, so that was a site? That's crazy. So what, like swingers like that? Edmund said we living in the age of Ready Player One. Damien said I met my ex-fiance on the site. We were together for 4 years. This is definitely the new era. Wow. Well, I mean, y'all was together for 4 years. That's interesting to me. So y'all was doing something right. Oh, Ashley Madison was specifically for affairs. That's crazy. Who does that? Who does that? That is retarded. Way I feel about that is like, all right, if you kind of know, and I knew this too when I was younger, when I was like in my 20s, because on different jobs that I was on, people were older than me. You know, they were married and had kids and stuff, and they used to be cheating all the time like it was nothing. Like it was normal for a married dude to just be smashing other chicks. And I used to be bugging out. I'm like, well, why'd you get married? Like, why didn't you just stay single? If that's what you want to do. If you want to just be with different women, just be a gigolo and that's what you do. Like, just do your thing. What are you getting married for? Because you got married, so you got vows with your wife and you committed to her. Why did you do that if you knew beforehand you was going to be still wilding? Like, they used to tell me this. They used to like, oh yeah, I knew. What? So what did you get married for? Oh, because, just to settle down and have the family and blah, blah. I'm like, all right, y'all got the game really twisted up for real. And this was back, like, this had to be like about 20 years ago. Like 20-ish years ago. So that was like what, 2000, early 2000s, like 2001, 2002. And that had me bugging back then. And I was like, well, damn. I don't know if I'm ever get married. If that's the case, if that's what like people do, what's the point of getting married? It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Damon said you mess around, get shot messing with these people online. People be lying. He said women acting like they single and they got a boyfriend. Right, and a crazy boyfriend at that. Okay, so y'all are saying like for benefits, for financial support, that's why people get married. I guess, all right, so, you love the person and you want to be with the person. I guess that don't mean nothing. That's just out the door. Damien said they be screwing other dudes on the side and they marry better males, some marriages not at all. They marry beta males. What's that? Edmund said marriage is the new corporate merger. Tax benefit. Oh man. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for nobody else, but all I know is my wife is crazy. Like, but just me personally, I'm not even on that type of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get married for none of that. I got married because, we were first of all, we were friends first. And anytime you try to get rid of somebody and you can't, you probably really love the person. So that it was kind of like a situation like that for me. When you try to break up, you're trying to distance yourself for, whatever reason. It'd be different reasons at the time. When you just can't let go, you really love the person. So at some point, you got to make a decision. Are you going to continue to play games, or are you just going to just be with the person? Because you being with the person anyway, you can't get rid of them. They can't get rid of you. Y'all don't want to get rid of each other. There's love. There's a connection there. And y'all like each other. That's important too. If you don't like your significant other, your girlfriend or your spouse or whatever, you already got problems. You already got problems if you don't like the person. Liking the person is the first. That's the first step. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife now is still my friend. You can talk, you can joke, and you can do literally everything together. And it's love all the time. Even when you get on each other's nerve, it's still love. That's when you know. But anyway, I don't know. It seemed like, Edmund is saying the same thing. Like, so we like the exception. I guess. I don't know. He said, I love my wife and I have no need to play in the streets. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, nah. Nope. Like, if you need to, just turn your wife into a freak. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking, but I ain't joking though. Binder said, I tried NADEX and it's getting on my last nerves. What happened, man? What happened? Joshua said, societal scripting, get married because you're supposed to. Yeah, I guess a lot of that goes on. Damon says the beta male is like a guy that panders to a woman and puts a woman above himself. Okay, got you. You came from an era where people actually love each other. Hell yeah, I didn't know that there was a different era. I'm like, all of this is new to me. David said, after this journey and I succeed at it, I probably want to do a print up. I determined attraction early on and to avoid friend zone and being shoulder to cry on. Right. Edmund said, for real, we each other freaks. Come on, let's go. Like it's just me and you, baby. Let's go. What you gonna do, Cletus? I joke around with her a lot about that because you know how women are. Like women are very sensitive human beings. And you have to be sensitive to their sensitivity as a man. You gotta, in order for you to get the benefit of what a woman has to offer, you have to give in to what she wants first. She got to get what she wants first. Then you get what you want. It ain't the other way around. So whatever it is that you want, you got to make sure she gets what she's looking for first. As long as you do that, you solid. You do that, you good. Like literally. Biner said volatility is way different than futures. Same markets, man. It's the same markets. What you're seeing is more than likely, the way that the market is moving, and you probably have an idea of how you want to trade. You can't trade how you want to because of the way that the market is actually moving at the time. So that has a lot to do with it too. Said NADEX seems faster. Yeah, it's the same market, man. Like it's the same markets that we dealing with in Forex, whether you're dealing with it on a Forex platform, on the futures platform or on NADEX. It's all the same. It just seems like that, but it's all the same. Trent said, get with Mark, he'll get you right. Joshua said the pricing is off. So we still out of sync, basically. Damon said, I like the island women. They love hard, but they'll cut you quick. What? Preach, preach, preach. I think all women are like that, but I know what you mean. Island women just do it faster. They do it quicker. They quicker on the draw. Damon said, you'll be good here at TeamAlliance. You'll have a whole different perspective on the market. Yeah, definitely. You definitely would, Biner. You train with us, everything changes. You start seeing the market different. It, has nothing to do with the platform or what you're trading or any of that. You start looking at the market different. Start seeing yourself different. Real talk, man. Yep, real talk. Edmund said out of sync like Justin Timberlake. Sell said that the market is moving 1 micro at a time, but moving really fast, like 2 times per second. Is this still a favorable environment? You're talking about like the velocity. The the velocity is very closely connected to speed. So if you're seeing that that is picking up, more than likely you'll also see speed pick up as well. It doesn't necessarily have to, but it's likely that that'll be the case. But once you know how to measure the speed, you know, you can't be fooled and duped into anything. You'll know. And one of the easiest ways to know is if you got to ask. If you got to ask whether or not it is or it's not, then you know that it's not. Because when it is, you know that it is. That was hard right there. I'm going to use that. That was hard. What I just said. Yep, the matrix will be revealed to you here. Absolutely. Justin Timberlake type conditions in the market is a no-go for me. Said volatility in NADEX is way different from TD, almost like I never traded before. Yeah, it could be a little it takes some getting used to, but it's really just the way that you're seeing the market that has everything to do with what, you know, goes on. And you have to really understand the connection between what the market is doing and what the instrument that you're trading is in position to do in order for you to make money. That really just becomes the constant question that needs to be asked all the time. So, you know, that's why we train the way that we do. Just like when I come on these lives and we're looking at the market together, like right now, we're looking at the market. We talking about a whole bunch of other stuff at the same time, but we're also watching the market. And since I've been on, there haven't been any opportunities to do anything. So we don't do anything. We just chill. So you mainly use NADEX charts. We only use NADEX charts. We don't use any other charts. In fact, our skill level is so high, we don't even need the chart. We can look at the price by itself. I'm telling you, man, like it's really not a game the way that we have elevated in our understanding and interpretation of the market. It's a high level, high skill level. Got people that never traded before in our group. You put them in front of a NADEX platform and they'll know when the market is positioned to produce a profitable trade and when it's not. Without question. Without question. So if velocity is too high, no trade, even though it's only moving 1 micro at a time. Well, that is not even a fair question, because how do you end up getting into a trade? What needs to happen before you get into a trade? So the question is, would you see that in the prerequisite to what you need to get into a trade? That's the question. Not can you trade even though it's moving that fast or with that much velocity? You understand what I'm saying? And who is that again? SL. Who's that? So I can remember who you are. Because I'm trying to remember all of these handles. I get so confused just jumping around from platform to platform. Y'all got different names on Instagram, different name on Twitter. Something crazy on YouTube. Okay, that's Stan. All right. Yeah, so you know what it is that you're waiting for. Stan, what's the last video that you watched? This will tell me a lot. What is the last video that you actually watched? Okay. What I want you to do, I want you to go back to 301. Start again and watch 301 again, and then watch every video after that. Binder says, so my voodoo lines are useless on NADEX. Yes. 100% useless. Damon said Illuminati watching on the live, so you got to switch up. Right. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me. Come on, man. Indeed. But what time is it? 3:50. Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock. I got to get out of here, man. I'm over here enjoying myself so much. I'm forgetting all about what I got to do. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. You know I know about it, Edmund. I know what time it is, brother. So I'm going to holler at y'all. I'll see y'all in training. All right?